In the heart of the Gita's sacred lore, where wisdom's streams eternally pour, lies chapter 15, a celestial theme, the yoga of the Supreme Person, a spiritual dream. Krishna's words weave a cosmic tree, with roots above and branches free, a symbol of life's eternal dance, and the soul's journey, its divine chance. He speaks of a realm beyond our sight, a place of pure, undying light, where souls, detached from worldly ties, find their true home in the heavenly skies. Through verses 20, truth unfolds. In simple words the secret holds, a guide to cut life's binding snare and reach the divine with utmost care. Thus, in this chapter, profound and bright, we find the path to eternal light, a timeless message, wise and grand, from the Supreme Person's guiding hand. Verse 1. Krishna begins by describing a cosmic tree with its roots in the heavens and branches extending down to the earth, symbolizing the material world. Verse 2. The branches of this tree represent the objects of the senses, and its leaves are the Vedic hymns. Those who understand this tree are knowledgeable about the Vedas. Verse 3. Krishna explains that this tree is eternal and its real nature is not easily understood. It must be cut down with the weapon of detachment. Verse 4. Once the tree is cut down, one must seek the place from which it grows, which is the eternal spiritual abode of God, free from the cycle of birth and death. Verse 5. To reach this supreme place, one must be free from pride, delusion, and attachment, and should live a life dedicated to spiritual values. Verse 6. Krishna describes his supreme abode as a place where the sun, moon, or fire are not needed, as it is self-illuminated. Verse 7. Every living being is a fragment of Krishna, struggling with the six senses, including the mind. Verse 8. When the soul leaves the body, it carries the mind and senses with it to its new body, just like the wind carries scents. Verse 9. The soul experiences the world through the senses and the mind, which are both shaped by the body it inhabits. Verse 10. Only those with spiritual insight can see how the soul migrates from one body to another. Ordinary people cannot understand this process. Verse 11. Yogis and those with spiritual wisdom can perceive the soul within, while those who are not spiritually inclined cannot. Verse 12. Krishna explains that the light of the sun, moon, and fire comes from him, illuminating the entire universe. Verse 13. He nourishes all beings by entering the earth and sustaining all life through the power of vegetation. Verse 14. As the fire of digestion in all living beings, Krishna helps them digest their food. Verse 15. Krishna resides in everyone's heart and gives them memory, knowledge, and forgetfulness. He is the essence of the Vedas. Verse 16. There are two types of beings, the perishable, material world, and the imperishable, spiritual realm. Verse 17. Beyond these two is the Supreme Person, Krishna, who enters and sustains both the material and spiritual worlds. Verse 18. Because Krishna transcends both the perishable and the imperishable, he is celebrated as the Supreme Person. Verse 19. Anyone who understands Krishna as the Supreme Person with unwavering faith is truly wise and worships him wholeheartedly. Verse 20. Krishna concludes by saying that this knowledge is the most confidential and profound, and understanding it brings enlightenment and perfection in life.